Good morning. My name is Roman Villarreal, and I am from Laredo, Texas originally. I'm a uh, senior this year, and I'm majoring in kinesiology. I'm trying to be a coach. Um, I don't really know where I'm going to end up in the next year and a half. So I'm kind of just playing it by ear and getting everything done. My goals are just to be successful and uh, make sure that I can provide for my future family and everything. I've done a bunch of volunteer sessions at different schools in different districts all over Texas in regards to my teaching experience, led retreats for youth and adults too. Um, I do have some experience working with people with disabilities. Uh, my cousin, growing up, she, um, I believe it's called microcephaly, and uh, she was paraplegic and she couldn't walk, couldn't run, couldn't eat on her own. She had to use a tube, couldn't speak, had really limited movements um, for all of her life. Um, she passed away about uh, 9 years ago or so, um, 10 this year. But I would help her set her up, and I would run next to her, and she would be on she'd have a little exercise machine, and her legs would go through the harness, and then the treadmill would force him to move, and that was like the activity that she had. Um, I know a lot of people with disabilities. I suffer from dyslexia and dyspraxia, and as well as have ADHD. My late cousin, of course, I've met war veterans that don't have limbs anymore. So yeah, I'm most excited for this class to get the grade that I know that I can get in it because last year I didn't really work hard enough, and this year I'm going to work a lot harder for that. Um, I'm most anxious about the getting to work with kids part because I think it was kind of difficult last year as our student didn't really participate, and it was really hard for us to monitor to do things around him because of his lack of attention. Uh, um, One strategy that I learned is just show up. That was one of my biggest problems last semester was that I didn't show up enough. And this year I'm gonna work better on that. My favorite day of the year has to be Christmas because Christmas Eve because I have a big family on both sides of my family. Uh, and Christmas is the only day of the year that I get to see um, one side, the entire ones. And we have family that lives in London now and Wyoming and all over the place. Um, so I don't really get to see them that much except for Christmas. The best advice that I've ever had was fight one more round. It was given by one of my high school coaches when I was going through a lot of rehabilitation. Uh, Spent a lot of time in the physical therapy clinic, uh, and yeah, fight one more round. If money and time were no object, I would probably just hunt all the time. I like to be outside and I like to hunt and fish. I'd probably do that for a living and just have my stuff and my like little land piece and fend people off that way. Yeah, excited for this class.